Oh God, here it comes. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Mr. Marsh, we apologize, and if it's okay with you, we would like to present you your long overdue trophy.
Snag.
Snake.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
That's what he needs to do.
Hold on. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem. We are continuing to redo the systems, upgrading the systems here at Beyond Wednesdays after the computer crash. It's been pretty wild, but I think we're working all the bugs out. Dino, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. What's going on? Did your computer like blow up?
So I was doing a show, I was doing the industry show, and we had such a great panel, dude. It was a bunch of creators and retailers, and Ben Dunn from Antarctic Press, and the conversation was so good, bro. It was just like awesome, and my internet and the OBS kept shitting out on it. Like it kept disconnecting and connecting to the internet again. So I just said, screw it. I wiped everything to a thing I have set up to like go, or, get back quicker to where I want to be if that ever happens, and just reinstalled everything. And I'm getting better at like learning how to use things. So when you have to like reinstall them, when you have to like reinstall them or take things apart, put it back together, and you keep doing it, you get better at stuff and you learn more how to use the actual tools. And so it's been pretty dope, but man, it was a pain in the ass. I had to go back just to using StreamYard by itself, old school. Fuck StreamYard though, man. $100 a month for StreamYard is ridiculous.
I paid when I did it on our channel, I still pay like something cheap, whatever it is, like the cheapest. I remember when I first started, it was like $12 or something.
Yeah, it was awesome, bro.
That's what I got a lifetime $12 deal or something, so I'm not changing anything.
Dude, it's weak. It's you might want to check your shit, bro, because they raised the prices. They like double them, more than double them. Yeah.
I don't even know anymore. That's the bad part. I don't.
Yeah.
Let's see if billing.
All right, let me throw social chat in here. Let me try this. Let's go.
Oh, it's $391 a year now.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
That's crazy, dude. It is crazy. All right. I'll get the chat back up on the screen next week.
$32.66 a month?
Yeah, Jesus. Bro.
Yeah, that's bad. I didn't look at it. I thought it was shit. I did my taxes. I should probably didn't account for the price increase, but I mean, that's okay still.
Bro, there was some books that came out this week that are on FOC that are crazy, interesting, crazy good, really good covers. Trying to pull them up. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. You've been following all the Diamond stuff?
Yeah, with going to bankruptcy and then they're selling off everything, and
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I mean, like, you know, I was talking, you know, I talked to James a lot from Hyde Comics, and it's like, you know, he's like, you just got to do what you got to do what you say you're going to do, right? Good customer service. Don't overpromise things. Make sure you ship the things you're going to ship, and make sure it's in good condition. I mean, you know, it's not like it's a terrible concept or something crazy, or, you know, and like they've been doing it for, you know, eons, right? So we'd figure, like, you know, I understand, you know, you get bigger, you know, things slack. It's like McDonald's, right? The first McDonald's is great. When the millionth McDonald's gets in, it's like, you know, you have problems and stuff. But it's like, you know, go back to basics, right? Like,
yeah, totally, dude. Couldn't agree more. All right, let me grab this here.
And for people, I'm making strings for my little comic wall here.
Explain to them about this, because this is actually kind of cool. What sadistic thought got in your mind to make you want to have to build that thing again?
So what I did was, so this guy, I guess on like one of the Facebook groups that we're all part of, he's like, hey, I've never set up before at a con, and I'm setting one up in September. So I was like, oh, I got to try out. I got to like do all these stupid strings and stuff, and just to hold the books and stuff. But he was like, hey, how do you do it? Anybody got any tips and tricks? And I just, you know, use a, probably not going to be able to see it pretty well, but let's do it like this. Let me actually get my hands free. So what I do is I use these clamps. They're like little, like, C-clamp kind of things. And I just kind of stick it on the thing and kind of pinch point the closet mate. And I just use some string and just do it like that. And I just use they're like background drops for like photography. Like if you like put a background over it, but I don't use a top bar. I just use a comic book closet mates as a stabilizing thing. I kicked it about 12 times too, so it's like not going to go anywhere. And I put sandbags at the bottom too, so like, you know, it's a little stably on the back end. But
yeah, that's good shit, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know how I was. I fucking built the PVC wall. I've done a bunch of walls, dude. This one's like 5 minutes up, 5 minutes down. I learned it from one of the boys, Bob, who was at the Milford Con. He had the kind of first setup of it. I'm like, man, this is dope. Instead of like trying to put PVC pipe together and doing all that crazy stuff, it's just like 2 up and put the, you know, clamp it all in, and you can be up in like 5-10 minutes easily. And it's only one person too. You don't have to. If it ruins your wall, you have to make crybaby content. I will. I almost dropped the book too. But I mean, it's just because the closet made yourself skinny at the bottom. Like Z had the ones that were like this long, like 6 inches somehow. I don't know where he got them from, but the new closet mates are like maybe half an inch thick. So it's like, I'm great at books. It's just kind of you're riding the lightning. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But, have you been paying attention? Oh, dude, wait, hold on. I got to show you something real quick.
No boy.
All right, so I'm putting a bunch of stuff up on eBay and stuff, and I got one of those like spinning, like rotation things, and I've been playing with it. So look at you. I put up one of my Joe Montana unopened rookie packs, the graded ones I got, you know, like the 1980 Topps football cello with the Montana rookie showing. So I put one up on eBay, and dude, look how good this looks. And this isn't me, like, this is just me just fucking around with it.
Look at you showboating out here. Dude. Oh, look at you, like a pro.
Look at that.
Pretty sick.
Look at that Montana.
You should look at my eBay store. It's fucking got like workshop in the back, you know, a trash can as a fucking, you know. Like, who is this dude?
I'm gonna get like a little setup. I'll put like white around it, or put a box around it, or whatever. Like
a little light box.
Yeah, a little light box, and I'll get a decent camera at some point. And
you should put So what you should do too is you should make a little stand or something, like a 3D printed stand or something, and have like your IG on it or something, and just put it in front so people know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally, dude.
So you can't, you know, because you can't say your IG anymore, like outside eBay and all that stupid stuff. But people, you know, do things. You know.
Yeah.
Getting nauseous. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right. So, have you been paying attention much to what's been going on with the Daredevil stuff? Have you?
No, you gotta enlighten me on all this stuff.
Bro, Daredevil is looking to be really good.
Oh, the Netflix or the new Disney series?
Yeah. Yeah, really good, bro. Blind Adam, what's up, my friend? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm finally about 95% over my AVN call, so
good for you, brother.
Nice. I like the. You know what's funny is like I heard a lot of people crapping on Fantastic Four, but I like Fantastic Four the trailer. I know it's not nice. It's like 25% where it should be, but I like it.
I'm gonna show this guy some love. Lord Zero, my homie Chris. I'm gonna show him some love and pickups here a little later on in the show. I got a really cool pickup from him. All right, so have you been paying attention to the Daredevil shit, Adam?
Hell yeah! Actually, there's a lot I'm legally not allowed to talk about to March 6th.
There you go.
I was one of the blind consultants for the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was on a team of 6 blind consultants who worked with Charlie Cox.
Wow, no shit, dude.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so what they show in the trailers is really tip of the iceberg type stuff.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, here's what I think. I think it's going to be badass. At least I hope it's going to be badass. The way that they're talking about it, and that, well, the big news is that what's his name is supposed to be in it, right? What's his name? Tom Holland?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's supposed to be in it. So, Jesse, what's going on, my brother?
I am rocking, dude. Hey, Dino, I'm waiting for the Wombat Dino How to Build a Wombat Wall show on YouTube for just $5.99 a minute. He will show you how to build this crazy wall with strings.
Dude, I'll do it, man. I don't care.
I'll pay the $5 a minute because I can never remember how to set mine up all the time.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I've done it on a PVC, man. So the PVC was heavy as shit, man. And it was nice because it all fit together and stuff, but it was just like it weighed a ton. Like people were like, "Oh, can you build one?" I'm like, "Dude, it'd take me $400 to ship it to you." But this is the way to do it.
There's been some ones at the shows where they're Velcro now, and they just put them on the Velcro.
Yeah.
So those have been very interesting. And then there's like a landscape type one that just has the cubby holes, and it looks like a wall landscape that's about 45-degree angle, and they just put their comics in that way. So it's very interesting, but it's basically, it has to be lightweight, it has to be very movable, and it has to be easy to put up and easy to take down.
Yeah.
But what I thought was funny was Brian said to me, "If you're not busy," what the hell? I'm at Megacon, man. I'm slinging books. I'm slinging books on the floor before the show, after the show. I'll give you a prime example. I did my show to 3:30 a.m., woke up on my floor while I guess I never turned off my show. I just passed out, right? So eBay, I guess, went on and turned it off after it was silent for 2 hours, right? And people are like, "Are you okay?" I just remember, "I'll be right back, folks," and then go get a drink, and I must have passed out. Megacon is off the hook. I'm going to tell you what, I've been going to conventions for 43 years. Traditionally, I don't get excited about conventions. I get excited about going to the after dinners, the breakfasts, and then it ending, right? And you get your great deals at the end, and you do a lot of buying and close out and buy out people's tables. But there's so many artists at this convention. It is crazy what Scott's Comics brought. Their 20 artists row is amazing. Clan McDonald, 10 artists row. And the exclusives there are top notch. The one thing with Megacon, Rich Capobianco puts on a great organized show. And when you go to the show, just the way it's mapped, it makes sense. The owls are bigger than normal. It is a crazy, crazy layout. Where they have a problem is parking. Parking took us an hour to find a parking spot. We ended up parking at UCF College, and they bussed us in. And so it was great. I think they will even do better next year. But the one good thing I want to congratulate them on is they figured out how to do an exclusive for a con. And their exclusives all say Fan Expo. So I don't know if you can see that on the back.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah. So they all say Fan Expo. So what happens is they're not technically Megacon exclusives. So instead of them having a Megacon exclusive, they don't sell out. They're trying to clear it out and they're wholesaling it. Whatever they got to do to get rid of it, they're all Fan Expo. So it just goes to the next expo. And they say they stay evergreen until they're sold out. And so I think that's something very, very cool. And those tables are afar. And so you can just go do your buys with Megacon and then go inside and have some fun. So like I said, just great show. I can't wait for tomorrow. Last night on my show, I bought 75 exclusives. I sold 75 exclusives. So that was a good thing. So we know every book is a banger there. And so that's pretty much Megacon in a nutshell.
Yeah. They're,
what's the hot Megacon variant right now?
So this is the hottest one right now. So this is the Batman Hush Ash Can.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a what would you call it? It's a secret book. You can't actually buy it. That's the funny thing. You have to go and do certain things to actually get it.
Okay.
And so that's like the really popping book. The other book is the Delato Amazing Spider-Man 65.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Joker one. Do you have the Joker one?
Yeah, the Joker one I sold out of. I don't know if I have enough. I'll grab that one for you. This has been my best-selling book. I've sold 40 copies of this, which is the Turtles Naruto #1. That has been smoking hot in the foil. And then you have the Joker. Let me see if I have it.
This is the one that I think is the best one. And I don't know if it's the best, but I'll put it up there in top 3. It's the Fanger Suspiria book. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, Suspiria, she's one of those artists that 2025, we're going to be talking about her a lot. And
did so Jesse, was it like a treasure hunt thing or like a scavenger map thing you had to go?
No, it wasn't that. You had to buy certain books to get it.
Okay.
And it traditionally was books. Here's that Joker that you're talking about.
Yeah, that Joker is freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that was hot. So you technically had to buy books that I would never buy.
Mm-hmm.
To get it, right? Yeah. But the Batman Hush is worth getting, the Ash Can, because you'll make your money back as far as if you're selling books, right?
Holy cow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're just amazing.
That is beautiful.
I don't know. Back in the day, this is back in the day. Back in the day, when I used to run a big con, we would want to see everybody's exclusive and we would approve it as far as, yes, no, this is good enough for the show. And what that made people do is make better exclusives for the show, right? So you couldn't just do some cheesy ass cover. And I don't know if they did that or not. But if they didn't do it, everybody bought their A game. The Mark Spears LT, I didn't even see that. I don't know who has that. If you let me know who has it, I can find it out tomorrow.
Look at that John Jenks Storm Shadow. Holy cow.
Yeah. So everything top notch. I did get the hardest book to get at the convention. This book, you cannot buy this book. This is the hardest book to get at the convention. That is that book.
Drew You Poo.
Let's go.
That is the Drew Do You Poo comics. And that was made for him. He didn't know this actually existed until a live show. And Clutch came in and said, "Hey, can you sell this book for me?" There's only 25 of these in the world, and I am one of the people that have one. I won't be selling this, obviously, but so that was the hard book to get, right?
Yes.
Other than that, dude, no lines anywhere unless you had to get a movie star's picture or a voice actor's picture. Everything was run smoothly, and it was fun. I can't wait for. I do switch hats like a NASCAR driver. You are correct. Everything I will tell you tomorrow, I think it will even be better because I think you'll see what the final counts are on the tables. A lot of people at the show were not doing I don't even want to mention the guy's name because I like him, but they're not selling out on the first day. They're spreading it out. So they got 100, 100, 100, and 100. And I think that's the best way to do it. So everybody gets it. But yeah, Megacon, unbelievable. And it was fun. I just want to jump in. I actually have a show here in a couple minutes.
What?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, what were some of the artists and creators that you saw?
Oh, man, dude. Literally, it would be who didn't you see?
Yeah.
If you went to the Megacon artist list, you would be amazed. This wasn't a Perillo and then Carla was 10 rows down. She was next to him because the next person was, whoever it was, a Kubert, Del Lotto, Crane, Frank Miller, just saying they're signing stuff galore. I mean, if you look at the guest list, I will tell you that guest list for this show, as far as tables goes, was better than San Diego and way better than New York. It was unbelievable. And if you look at the guest list, what I think they did, Golden was awesome. Golden was at the end, and he had a pitch girl that was just drawing everybody in it. That was real fun seeing him. Carnivore had some great stuff. Now, the one thing I will tell you that is a concern, and I didn't understand why San Diego Con said you can't live stream on the show, on the floor. And I disagreed with that until I got to Megacon. And so many people are live streaming while they're running their table. And so you kind of got to distract them from selling live to actually selling in person.
Yeah.
And it's that is something that... Go ahead.
Here's something interesting. I'm going to get into it. Jesse, you got a couple minutes? You said you got a couple minutes?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your comfortable drama, because these dudes, goofy-ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the into the
But let's get down to business.
So one of the interesting things about Megacon that we're hearing is a little thing that happened on Whatnot the other night, on Davis Ryder's Whatnot, where Davis Ryder put up some of his foils. He did a variant for Monsters #2, the second print. Excuse me. And he did... They were limited to 200, I guess, but he did 10 foil copies of the book.
Okay.
He put it up on live selling, his live selling platform, and he sold 3 of them. They all sold for like $1,000 or more. Okay. Everybody's going crazy. Even Mark was kind of like, "Hey, man, that's kind of interesting, these 3 books sold for $3,000 a piece." We're doing the Hot 10 the other night. And somebody on the Hot 10 in the chat is telling us, the guy who won them for $1,000 didn't know what he was doing and was upbidding himself the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
It is crazy. You know what? And this is funny. I will tell you I'm one of the first live streamers over 9.5 years ago now. Until about last year, I never got cancellations the next day or an hour later where someone says, "Oh, I want to cancel." I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the button I was pushing. I didn't know what I was bidding. I thought I was doing a buy it now. I didn't know this was a comic book. Right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it is a very challenging thing. I'm not surprised about this. So you saying the guy bid on all three of them?
Yeah. Yeah, he bid on all three of them.
Holy cow.
So It sounds like he might have canceled at least one of them. I hope he didn't cancel all of them, hopefully, because man, that would imagine that $1,000 a piece like those were big sales. But the regular ones he had, of course, were selling decent. So he still made a boatload of money. But can you imagine that? Like, all of a sudden, $1,000 a piece, man. Jesus.
Yeah, and so that hurts the book technically, because anybody afterwards is not going to be bidding $1,000. They're not going to use that market trend of that price at 1,000. Let's see, sales kept on going around 12 from FD top. They sold for 450 to 500, right? So reality kind of steps in, and you got to go with that reality thing. This is destined to happen more and more as more people start bidding on books, and not because traditionally what happens when you're doing a show and you got 100 people in your room, you don't technically see anybody new coming into your room unless they say hello, right? Or if you're watching your chat and you're seeing them pop in, which who does that, right? You're selling books, you're flipping books. So you don't know, like if someone comes in, they buy something for the first time from me, I go through it's $5.50 an item to ship, 50 cents thereafter. Once you get to 16 items, it's $12.50 flat. We have 95,000 plus feedback, no negatives. We ship out the next day. Do you have any questions? And so there's no pre-learning tutorial. It's just you're then going on live. You're not doing what you're doing. Your kids then grab your phone when the bid is at $900 and bid $905 or $915.
Well, here's the thing that I find really interesting, man. And we've been talking about this for a while, and I think it's finally getting to the point where people, like a lot of people, are starting to realize exactly what Dev said, where he said, this whole variant thing is getting way out of hand. Does anyone care what's inside anymore? Now, for the most part, I agree with that. The variant thing is getting way out of hand, and something has to be done about it. There's things that have to be changed. And artists are starting to realize that, you don't want to be putting 1,000 of your covers out a month. Your art's going to suffer. Your pen's going to get tired, and it's not going to help you. And people are starting to realize that. I really think that's the case. So
yeah, but here's the problem when you say something like that. We all bitched when comics went from 60 cents to 75 cents to $1 to $1.25 to $1.50, $2. Then we hit $2.99. Hold the line at $2.99, went to $3.99, $4.99, $5.99. Now we're at $8.99. Do you know why they do that? Because we continue to pay those prices. And so until people stop buying this stuff, you can't stop it. So that's the problem we have, is there's this, it's kind of like a guy that collects Superman, right? And he's going back and collecting Superman. He goes in the store and he's buying 50 Superman a week. How many of those books is he actually reading? He's probably not. Why? Because he's not buying it for the cover. He's buying it for the number, 986. Oh, I need a 362. So it's not just exclusives and variants. Now, where I think if we look at this as a business, publishers are the ones that can say no to exclusives and say, hey, dude, we've got 3 exclusives. for this book. We don't need a 4th, 5th, or 6th, or 7th. And the only reason why they do it is it bumps up their numbers. And of course, publishers, right? It's very important that they have high number buys. They don't care who does them. And most of these guys, well, I'm going to get in trouble, so I won't say that. But most publishers aren't trying to make a lot of money on exclusives. What they're trying to do is get their book from selling 10,000 books to 20,000 books.
Yep.
So when you see a Batman sell 200,000, okay, well, if you take out the exclusives, how many actual copies are sold? So I get it and I understand it, but what we have to do as consumers is say, no, we're not going to buy this.
Yeah, I think
Can
that's happening.
Can we go back to the streamer thing? Do you think we should have? I know some people do it. Like Whatnot has their own like streaming section. Do you think comic book people, like vendors, should have to buy a different booth in a different area to stream? Like make a streaming section where it's like you have to buy one booth, and if you want to stream, you have to buy another booth, but it's in a streaming section only.
That is awesome that you brought it up. And I think if you look at the San Diego Con thing, right, you do have to do that. If you have a booth inside, you can't live stream, so you got to get a small place outside and do it. Mm-hmm. That's very costly.
Correct.
However, I think by doing that, I almost think live streaming is its own genre now, its own section of a con. And Dino, you are correct, because the live streamers don't have time to look up and say, hey, how you doing? Check out my new book. This is about XYZ. They don't. Why? What they do is they say, oh, can I help you? Oh, if you need anything, let me know. Mm-hmm. And then they're back live streaming, selling to someone afar, because apparently that is more important. So I think as we look in the future, I could see, number one, you're going to see a couple of things coming out. You're going to see virtual cons. Mm-hmm. Virtual cons are then become very big. I think when you get in the playground, or whatever they call it, the meta sandlot, you're going to see virtual cons. And virtual cons is like the next step to live streaming. So that is coming. That's actually coming pretty soon. Migo is getting ready to do that as well. So you are correct, and there needs to be separation. I forgot who was talking about customer service, but if we're not going to give customer service at a con where people are paying $150 for the weekend for this con, you're down $150 on top of your $40 parking. So you're down $200 when you walk into that con. So as a fan, they should get full service.
Yep.
And so you are correct. That is a distraction. Unfortunately, live streaming has saved a lot of companies. If you look right now, as far as retailers go, the retailers have been saved by live streaming. There's very few retailers that will say, oh, I'm making it just selling new issues. I'm selling books on the floor. Mm-hmm. No, they are live streaming. That's very, very important.
Oh, and the thing too is, like, I know Hero talked about it too, is like a lot of people just go back to their hotel rooms afterwards and just live stream out of their hotel rooms too. So I mean, it's got to be some caveat there where it's like, if we find you're like live streaming outside the thing, like not forfeit your booth, you know what I'm saying, or you have to pay something, right? Because it's just like, it's just all going to become like anything else. Like you said, it's going to be people live streaming, and you're just going to walk around and like be dejected unless you go to like you're like an artist or something and be like, oh, I can get an actual one-on-one experience,
Right, exactly. And of course, we all know about the artist thing, right? If an artist standing up is an artist that wants to sell you books, an artist sitting down is an artist that's doing a sketch for someone, not realizing they're losing thousands of dollars of people staying there. I stood in front of one artist just on purpose for 10 minutes, and they still never looked up. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put these books down. Shannon wanted a videotape. I'm like, no, let's not do that. But Shannon, I put the books down, and even when I put the books down, the person never knew I was even there.
Well, there's something I do want to talk about, because I usually don't get suckered in on books like this, and I'm not dogging them, but it's just not my taste. And usually I don't get suckered in. But if I would have been at MegaCon, I would have totally got suckered in on these. These are the Tidal Wave Satoshi Tajiri, the Pokemon creator books that they did. And they did this rainbow hologram one with all the Pokemon. And then look at these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Limited
there
to
was
100.
some
Excuse me, Brian. What did you just hold up?
So it's a Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage, but with the Pokemon.
No.
And it actually
Why don't
looks
you just
good.
crack at it, crack?
I don't know why this excites me, man.
Yeah, there was a booth that was called Noodles, and it was anime manga characters eating noodles, but in the noodles was an American superhero. And it was the thinking out of the box, I think is amazing. If you walk through a con and you say, okay, why do I stop at that table? Why? Because most of the time when we're walking at a con, we're looking straight, we're trying to find that little lane that you can get in to get past someone who's walking slow. And so you really need something that grabs you and says, hey, look over here. And that was something that really popped. The other thing that is a challenge when you are looking at Carla stuff or Perillo or Kate or whoever it is, most of them have someone selling their product for them. Which I think technically is good, right? And then you go over and get your product sold. But the best salesperson obviously is the creator, right? He can sell you one more book. He can, hey, how about this? How about that? That book was okay. I had that book in my hand. I kind of put it down. I didn't like the shells on the left side. If they did the 3 shell thing, maybe I would have bought it. But 5 shells don't do it for me. But there are a lot of great stuff, and I think on Monday, Tuesday, you're going to see some very cool stuff hit the market, and I think you're going to hear a lot of happy creators, people that had booths there, tables.
Did you see this, Jesse? Is this because it says it's black foil? Is it spot foil? And she's mad.
You know what? I did not see that book. What book is it? Harley Quinn?
Yeah, Harley
something?
Quinn 47, David Nakayama from Unknown.
Yeah, so David was a tough table. So if you look at his table, he's there, and then he has like 8 things, but then he has 2 walls behind him that are kind of like the Unknown Comics walls, right? Yeah. Where they just have the pictures of everything.
Yeah.
And so when I stop by his booth, I will definitely look for that book, because that book, that is a popping book.
Yeah, that's a fire cover.
Yeah, so and in the end, the con season has started. And if we go by the con season with this, it is going to be a rock freaking star.
Well, we talked about this, man. I told you, I think that, and I haven't been to MegaCon, but from the way everybody talks about it now, I think it's taken its place in the top 3. It's up there with New York and San Diego, right?
Yeah. Well, I think what puts them in the top 3 is not attendance and not who was there as far as artists and creators and publishers. So only one publisher there, which was Zenoscope, which was mind-boggling to me, right? MegaCon, one publisher, Zenoscope. How does that even work? But the way that it is run, every time I walked up and talked to someone, I think what happens is once you start doing a show, and Dino knows this, Brian, you know this, people talk to you differently, right? They talk to you in a, well, I'm going to give them information because I need to tell them if this was good or bad. And other than one person, everybody said, oh my gosh, this show is amazing.
Holy cow. Look at this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Amazing Off-World, and it's an Alien Amazing Spider-Man 300 variant. I got to get one of these. I'm going to have to get one of these.
Yeah, so great stuff. I got to get to this show and start posting and slinging some books.
Brother.
Yeah, I got my Duke's hot sausages for tomorrow. Walking the floor. Always eat and stay hydrated, folks, when you're on these floors. The one thing I will tell you, Megacon must have talked to the vendors because the food and the drinks were not expensive.
Good.
And they can negotiate that. So that was very, very interesting there. But live bands, I mean, it was off the hook. So, and for someone who's gone to thousands of cons, I'm not just going to say it just to say it. This was a good start to the year. Guys, have a great show, and
Later,
I will see you on the flip side.
Excuse me.
All right,
Jesse.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking for that Wombat video here soon. So,
Look at this, Jamie Tyndall.
Yeah.
I mean, these are 487 variants at the show.
Well, the thing too is like I think obviously it's like first of con season, so it'll be interesting when it's the 20th con of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody puts out there like this is their banger. You know what I'm saying? They've been working on for because cons haven't really
Yeah. And look, this is just too much. I like this one. This is one that Clutch did, and I like this one. This one's different looking, but I like it also because it's Clutch's. I gotta show
Oh
my.
yeah.
What did Clutch put up?
He worked on this with Drew. This Something is Killing the Children variant for Something is Killing the Children #1 archive edition.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
See, I tried to look
But
at
look,
at
there's
the
so
cover
many
press,
of them.
but I got exhausted.
Look at all these. The hell is that? That's. I thought that was an alien right there with a wig on.
Yeah, right.
And look at that, doesn't that? It looks like an alien with a wig on.
There's like no facial features, like no bones. It's like it's just straight.
What the fuck? That's kind of cool. That'd be cool if it was glow in the dark. So there's like 10. There's like 20 of those. They redid the Sonic Del Auto, which is cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
This is badass. The Brett Booth sketch. That book is selling for a decent amount.
Oh, what, the Spawn?
Triple the amount. It's going for 3 times the amount.
You know what I hate about Spawn, man? It's just not as a Spawn guy, but it just seems like it's all the same shit. Like, put Spawn in the middle of the thing and just put a bunch of shit around it. You know what I'm saying? That's like every Spawn cover, right?
This
like,
is fantastic right here. They did an homage to the Impel, to the old Foom Stan Lee image.
Yeah. The old trading card homage too. Sick.
That's excellent.
Yeah, that did look pretty sweet.
Yeah. Let's see here. There's so many. There's just so many.
And it's like you don't even have like as a collector, right? Or somebody who's a collector and not a flipper, you don't have enough money to buy all these books. Or like, like if you were a Teenage Mutant Ninja fan and like all like a Spawn and like all these other, it's like, and they have fucking 40 variants per title, like you don't have enough money to buy, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I really want this one and this one,
This guy right here, this Andrew K. Curry, at first I didn't like his art style, and now I love it. I don't know what it's weird. When I first
at least it's something different than somebody else's.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
something
it's really good. I like this one too. It's got that tattoo flash feel to it. This is Davis Ryder.
Yeah, the old
this is Davis Ryder.
This
This ain't fucking bad. If this is actually Davis Ryder.
Yeah.
Did he actually draw this?
It's in like American traditional,
Yeah.
Sick.
Badass. It's Shredder Adam with in like a side profile, but it's like tattoo flash design, like old school American traditional.
Wait, that was a TMNT variant, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's a mellow fellow variant. Fuck that. Don't buy that shit. Don't buy that shit. That shit's garbage. That shit's garbage. Don't buy that shit.
Mellow fellow, you're very may I please? Mellow fellow.
It's Ryder Davis.
Worse than a prostitute.
It's Ryder Davis. Yeah. Fuck that. Don't buy that shit.
Fuck Mellow fellow. pussy, bitch. I like the anywhere.
We got the bulldog. We got the bulldog with us, man.
He's savage, dog. Throw it out there.
I know.
I actually almost bought the worst variant of last year off of that stupid son of a bitch. Oh, I'm gonna put an alien on the Betty and E16 cover because I'm a jackass.
There's some good Transformer variants. Let me see if I can find the best one. That one's okay. Miko Suyan. That one's probably really good. That's really good. I don't mind that at all. Foil variant of Optimus Prime with kind of like graffiti text behind them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at $30, it's not terrible either. I mean,
yeah.
It's not that scary.
This has to be one of the worst covers.
Man, why did you 2x30 like that, man?
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, the artist is probably really good, and he just was his pen. His pen was tired. Pen was tired. Tupac looks tired right there for sure. He's just really high, like me.
Yeah, look how many different ones they had for that.
Oh God, they're still going, bro. They're still going. Yeah. That Gorkum Demir is creepy in a bad way. That one's cool.
Yeah, Genie. Interesting.
Yeah. What is this Walt Disney tribute?
Yeah, so my wife would love all these.
Oh, look at that one. That one's really good.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch, man. Sick.
Yeah, but it's so many. There's just too many. Look at all these.
Mm-hmm.
Too fucking many. Inhuck Lee, that's badass.
Yeah.
Ultimate Wolverine. They got the Kaketo, the Clayton Crane for that, the Suyon for that. Tyler Kirkham. Tired of the battle damage stuff, bro. Your art is amazing, but tired of the battle damage stuff. Very tired of it. I thought this was J. Scott Campbell for half a second.
Hey, come on. Hey. It does look like J. Scott Campbell.
Right? Look at that. It's good. Karina Karaich Bellos.
I don't know who that is.
There's a titty version. Nakayama Gambit is not bad. That's actually pretty good. Holy shit. Nakayama Jubilee is actually good too. That's a really good Jubilee.
Yeah.
That would make a nice.
She doesn't look like a man.
Voice actors.
Yeah. Natalie Sanders Vampirella. Natalie Sanders is always fire.
I think she's gonna be underrated like Alex Ross. I think these realism people are just straight underrated at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a killer Natalie Sanders pickup today. One of the covers of the year candidates. This book is gorgeous. We'll go over that later.
You when you get done with this, you want to see the pickups I got?
Yes, for sure.
Oh boy,
I got a bunch of pickups. Look at this Ickpot Vampirella. Jesus.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Holy cow! Look at her head. What's up with her neck? Look how long her neck is. That's weird. That one looks. I don't know if I like that or don't like that. They are getting really good at these Vampirella covers as of late. Jian Zhang, that's a decent Transformers cover.
I like that actually. It kind of reminds me of Cyberpunk kind of.
Yeah. Well, it's not too bad. And Ivan Tao. Okay. Final page, you guys. 490 variants. Final page. Jeez. Jamie Tyndall. That's not too bad. Why Not Willie? Nirvana variant. That's interesting. Too bad it's Arthur Sidem. I always love his artwork. I just hate the dude. Oh my gosh, look at that Silvestri. That's virgin foil Silvestri. That's gorgeous. Homage to the X-Men. I've sold that book this week. Let's see here. X-Men, Kari Andrews, Psylocke. 80s style, like Kari Andrews, 90s style. That's beautiful. Perillo, X-Men, Magic.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That is
That's
fire.
it. Dude, she's gonna have her day now when it comes to books now, since she's in Marvel Rivals, right?
She is.
Yeah, I've been selling a lot more Magic stuff than I've had in a long while.
And they love writing about with her too. They love using her in the comic.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great character.
Agree. Agree. And I watch a ton of Marvel Rivals. Speaking of Marvel Rivals, we'll get into that in a second. Jiu-Jitsu Fighters. What's this? Zootopia. And that is it. Okay. Now, we're still in drama alert, right? I got a little interesting drama alert, and I don't know what to think about this. But what do we do on Saturdays? We like to go and we like to look at FOC, right? We go and look at FOC. What's on FOC? You know, there's some really good books on FOC. We're going to talk about them. But let me tell you what I noticed isn't on FOC. It's kind of got me worried, and I wish Jesse was here. I wish I would have had more time to talk to him about it. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this in the industry show, and I haven't found out anything about it yet. And he might be watching right now, but I'm just making sure. Hold on. Let me go to FOC. I'm going to double check. FOC. For 212, right?
Yep.
You got some fire books. Some fire freaking books. Go by alphabetical. Okay. Got some fire books. Do you guys see anything missing? Where the fuck is Dynamite's FOC books?
So it wasn't my imagination.
There is not a single Dynamite book on FOC.
Which is weird.
I have an announcement. I bought Dynamite with my Tales from the Flip Side money.
There's not a single Dynamite book on FOC that I can find. So that's going to be interesting to find out by Tuesday what is going on.
Oh, I'm sure our buddy knows everything, right?
Well, you know, Nick has been the only one that really hasn't talked much about what's kind of been going on. He's kind of keeping it close to his chest, which I understand, and you know, but they're the last publisher to kind of like say anything with the whole Diamond thing. Mm-hmm. You know? So, very interesting. We'll have to keep our eye on that, see how that plays out, but yeah. We'll see. We will see. All right. Look at this Zombie Tramp cover that's on FOC this week. I don't know if this is coming out from the Kickstarter. Is this from the Kickstarter? Does anybody know? Zombie Tramp, Birth of the Cruel. Now, we were just talking bad, making fun about Ickpot, but this one's not too bad. I don't dislike this one. Zombie Tramp, The Birth of Cruel, Part 1, an Ickpot variant on FOC. Shout out to Dan Mendoza. There's a ton of variants for this. I mean, a absolute crap ton.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. Billy from Economics and Comics put on a really good top 10 video this week. Make sure you guys go check out Billy's FOC top 10. We'll talk about. I'll key in on some of the books that he talked about as well. But you have a new Marvel Rivals variant coming out, so that's of course going to be hot. Just buy them all. As a matter of fact, they announced
What is that,
5 new.
Spider-Man?
No, this one is the. Where is it? Did I go past it? Did I close it? I might have went past it. But Marvel Rivals, yeah. Oh, never mind. Right here. Marvel Rivals. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 69. You're right.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, I was buying that for the number.
Yeah, it's got the Penny Parker Rivals variant. I sold the first appearance of Penny Parker this week.
Yes, they're all doing well.
They are. And there's 5 new ones that just got announced. Here they are. There's a Jeff the Land Shark. Nice little cute Jeff. Should we keep calling? Why do we call him Jeff the Shark or Jeff? And then some people call him Jeff the Land Shark. Is it just Jeff the Shark? I know that he can be both one and the same, or is it Jeff the Land Shark?
I just been calling him Jeff.
They just call him Jeff. Okay, all right. Then there's the Hulk, which is kind of off-putting. It's actually not that good.
Yeah, I think. I mean, technically, it's Jeff the Land Shark, so maybe people just hate like saying the whole thing.
Yeah,
they're lazy.
Yeah. There's a Psylocke one. There is a who's that? Luna Snow? Is that Luna Snow?
I think so.
So
I have Marvel Rivals downloaded. I played literally 5 minutes of it. I need to get back on it.
I watch gameplay constantly now.
It's good. I mean, I just I don't know. I got to get a bunch of people who play it.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I can't wait for like them to have like real tournaments of it. Actually.
Yeah.
You know, like how they do league and all that stuff.
Well, that's what I'll go like find like the streamers like Tim the Tatman will do like he'll spectate like the top player that uses this character, the number 1 ranked player, so you just see like really dope ass gameplay.
Yeah, somebody who uses Psylocke to like the craziest abilities.
Yeah. Yep. Amazing Spider-Man 69 from our boy Lefteros. Of course, G.I. Joe number 1, the 3rd print Baroness cover by Kunka Lim, which is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic Four versus Godzilla. You got a Scotty Young variant, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually really good.
There's also a boxing match cover for that looks pretty decent too.
Yeah. Iron Man number 6, the Bertram cover, which is actually really good. Badass sword. A world breaker. Poison Ivy 31 cover. That's an interesting new artist that I never heard of. Kyo Yong Yum. Yeah. What's up with that? Look at the little Mario Fire Flower like thing in the back.
Mm-hmm. That's sick.
Dope. Yeah. Void Rivals 17 in a new character. And that is it. Check out our boy Lefteros over at Cover Price. Go check out our boy Economics and Comics .com for all of his great stuff. Go to his FOC pre-orders page. This is one that he talked about. That was pretty dope. The Amanda Connor Amazing Spider-Man 69 Invisible variant, which is just a homage to Secret Wars 8.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. This Daredevil Unleash Hell Red Band Talavera variant. That's awesome. Polybagged. That's an excellent cover. Wow. Damn it. That was fantastic. That was beautiful. And I really fucked that one up. All right.
Daredevil's one of the best books that Marvel's putting out right now.
All right. This Batgirl right here is good. This is the... It looks better with the trade dress. Let me show you the trade dress on this guy. Look at this. Damn.
They should let the flowers. They should let the flowers in. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beautiful. There's more. Ejikuri Storm variant. Pretty good. Really like this Muse variant. Okay, so this is what I wanted to get with the Daredevil shit. Let's jump out. We might jump back into Drama Alert later, depending on how long or short the show is. But let me do this. Let's jump out of. Go say hello to our boy Diamond Dave really quick. Here we go.
Can you hear me out there? Hey man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, so this Daredevil Unleash Hell Peach Momoko variant is actually really good. Really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And this Muse character is going to blow the fuck up. So I was reading stuff about the Daredevil show, and they were talking about
Muse
how...
is going to be the MVP.
Huh?
Muse is going to be the MVP of the show.
Totally, dude. Totally. And he's supposed to be super violent, super like just crazy violent, just a nutcase. And they say that the dude's performance that's playing him is like really, really scary. And if that's the case, this character is going to blow up. So let me find what the article about this. Hold on here. So Spider-Man's going to be in it, but he's only going to be in it for he's only going to be on like a TV in the background, but what it's setting up is their worlds to connect so that they can do the movie together. The next season is supposed to have Spider-Man in it, and he's supposed to, and Daredevil and Spider-Man. It was supposed to be where they were going before they decided to veer off and do the Secret Wars shit. But it talks about it here. Listen to what it says about Muse. Let me see if I can find this. The way that they talk about it right here. It says Daredevil Born Again is just around the corner, and there are many things to look forward to, from the rise of Kingpin to power as mayor of New York to the long-awaited debut of the Punisher in the MCU. Besides, Muse is shaping up to be one of the most violent and deranged villains ever featured in a Disney Plus superhero show, which is nothing short of exciting. That's pretty fucking exciting. I'll be honest, man. That's pretty fucking exciting. If this character is that much of a badass, and it's already got Punisher in it, it's already got the Wilson Fisk D'Onofrio, which is awesome. I'm hope if they fuck this up, if they fuck up Daredevil, man, this is easy. This is such a fucking hanging curve, bro, that there's no way they can mess this up, right? There's no way. This is going to be good. Walk me into this.
Well, I mean, look, they did it with Punisher, right? So, like, Punisher got his own series because of Daredevil, right? I mean, I would, if they do it right? Muse would have his own, like, origin story back, you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully
like, maybe some, yeah.
Yeah. They should, but they'll probably kill him, Dino. They'll probably kill him.
Yeah, I mean, they will. They probably will.
I don't think they do.
You don't think they kill him?
No, I think they want to basically. They want to. If the Punisher, if they do this right, they'll spin the Punisher off to his own show and do something big with the Punisher. And the way they're doing the Muse character is the type of villain you can bring into the Punisher show. Because it's that level of violence. They're not Disney-fying this like they do all their other shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
you know,
they're also saying that Luke Cage could show up. There's talks that Luke Cage might show up.
Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones.
Oh, that would be huge.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is pretty much confirmed but unconfirmed at the moment. And there's already some Easter eggs in the trailer to Luke Cage being in the universe. If you look at the signs for all the advertisements in Times Square and the billboard.
Yeah. RSO has hit, you guys. The yawns are coming in. The yawns are taking over. The show is slowly fading. Slowly fading. Yeah, I'm really stoked for this. I really hope that they don't mess it up. But you know how that works. Dino, you got pickups, brother?
Yeah, I do.
I got some pickups too.
I got two. Well, I was tracking like a madman, so she finally got my books checked in finally after two weeks. So I love that for me. A book that poor leg, I lost her leg back in the day, but I actually picked it up. Somebody.
Oh, you got
a little 96, a little 655 variant. So Batman 665 variant, first appearance of Damian, right?
Is it pressable?
I don't. So the thing that's crappy is like CGC, like you can't look at the notes anymore. It looks like there's nothing wrong with this book, but like me and Leg were talking about, it's like I got to get a light. I got to see what's going on with it because there's like no like big color spine. There's a little rub on the back, but I mean, I don't know.
I got two of them I sent in that came back 9.6s, man, and they look spot on 9.8s.
Yeah, it's like Tech 880. They don't want to give 9.8s to this book. And then the other book I got, so I traded my Mr. Mystery 13 that I got for like $400 or $500. I traded for this boy, a little true crime comics.
Gorgeous, dude. I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Nice. So I went from a 3.0 to a 4.0, but it's theoretically conserved. It has cover reinforced, spine split, sealed with glue, but who cares? So,
yeah, who cares? It presents beautifully.
Yeah, and it's like it looks all good. The top corner doesn't have something up here on this corner up here, but who cares? Yeah, who cares? It looks great.
So. That is awesome, dude. I'm jealous.
Nah. Hey, I saw your book up on my comic shop.
What book? Punch?
Punch 12, 61,000 for 4.5.
For a 4.5?
Somebody wants 61,000 for a 4.5.
I gotta send that fucker in, dude. So here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have Hood crack my Hulk 181 because it's a 7.5 signed by Trimp and Lin Wein. But I had him sign it in silver on the bottom because I didn't want him to sign it on the top in black. And silver kind of doesn't take away. You kind of like don't really see it unless you really look at it. So I thought it was better at the time, and I still like it better than the black. But I never had it pressed, and it came back at 7.5. So I'm gonna have Hood crack it and press it and send it to JSA.
It's
a yellow label, but I don't care now. It'll look just as good it'll look better with the JSA black label. And then I'm gonna sell it. I'm just gonna sell it. So
everyone, have you seen that label yet in person? I have not yet.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it looks good.
I have a book I need to submit to actually guinea pig the label myself because I just done a on-slab, uncertified Chris Evans autographed Captain America book.
Oh, nice. I bought a you guys remember Atomic Avenue? Remember that site from like 1995?
Yeah, hell yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So I bought a Werewolf by Night 32 for like $100 on that site, and the guy shipped it. So I don't know what condition it is, I don't even know. I just bought it.
What
Paul
was
sent
it?
it to me.
What was the price?
$120.
Wow.
And I thought they were gonna cancel it. You know, like all Atomic Avenue stuff. He shipped it though. So I don't
Wow.
know. It could be a foil. It could be a reprint, but I don't know. It's coming in the mail.
You're
We'll see what
taking
I
a
get.
shot.
Yeah,
Taking a shot.
it's a cover attached. So it's like cover attached complete. So I mean, I'm hoping it's decent. I don't know. I mean, how I looked like the cheapest you can get for like what $300 to $500 probably for like one of them. So I mean, even if I just sell it raw, that's what it is, you know.
Yeah. So check these. I showed these the other night, dude, but I found these. Didn't know I had them. Those are all DCU variants.
Oh, sick, dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were talking about at the end of Top 10 last night?
Yeah. All DCU
Nice.
variants, man. And they're fucking nice. They're scrumptious. So those are going to be for sale soon. So be on the lookout. But I did get these. I got this gorgeous Natalie Sanders Harley Quinn. Absolutely beautiful. I got shout out to KRS Comics. They sent me one of their secret variants. So
nice.
Check this out. This is what people started getting these, and they're like, "Where? What? I've never seen these. What are these?" And KRS made a variant. I believe that they just made a variant, and then they never sold it, and they just give it away to people, and that's awesome. It's beautiful. So I get that. I already showed my Drew You Poo. Shout out to Big Clutch and Drew at Wanted Comics. And then I got so this is kind of cool. So you guys know I love Speta Shubina, and I got my massive 1 in 25s in the mail, and they look really nice, and I think I'm going to grade them. I don't know. I'm going to keep them no matter what. But
are they selling for a crazy amount of money right now?
I don't know. They're probably back down to like 50, 60, you know what I mean? They were at like 190 or something like that. But so here's the thing. So I reached out to her and tried to contact her on IG, and I never heard back from her. And I guess her art rep reached out to Stein because we had, we talked about it on the Hot 10. And so I reached out to our art rep, and I'm like, let's get her on an interview. I'd love to interview her. I'd love to bring her on a show, And he goes, yeah, man, I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, she lives in Ukraine and she doesn't have power for more than half the day. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Right? Think of it. That sucks, dude. So yeah, she's badass, man. And so I'm going to do whatever I can to, try and at some point figure out a way to get her on a show. Or somebody was trying to tell me she was going to be in the States at some point this year for a con, and I asked him that, and he's like, yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. So but yeah, he's really cool. Seems like a cool guy. I'm gonna maybe see if he wants to come on the show, but she's gonna freaking blow up this year. You're gonna see her on everything here in the next, I bet you 3 months. I bet you in the next 3 months we see 5 to 10 books she's going to be on. And I don't know any that she's going to be on, but I'm saying she's going to get that hot, in my opinion. And then, so I go to see my boy Chris, who works at the dispensary I go to. My boy Lord Zero. Excuse me, I'm coming down with my nose issues because my RSO is hitting, and you can usually tell when I sound like my nose is stopped up. And he goes, "Hey man, stop by the store. I got something to give you." And I'm like, "Okay." And I don't have one of these, so I'm really stoked that he gave me one. He goes, "Hey," and he gives me this, the Monsters 340 homage variant from Mark Spears. So shout out to my boy Chris, aka Lord Zero, in the chat right now. Appreciate you, brother. I was so stoked when I got this, dude. I was just looking at it in the car like, damn, this thing is beautiful.
I saw somebody selling $100 a pop Mark Spears variants for $100 a pop.
Really?
I was like, do I buy them all? I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the game of Mark Spears. I don't know. And when I went back to him, he told me that he sold most of them immediately. I'm like, I bet.
Yep.
Just jump on.
He's that hot, bro. He's the hottest artist.
This is a license to print money at this point.
Yeah, he's the hottest artist in comics, man. And there's no doubt about it. And good for him, man. He deserves it. He deserves all the success that he's getting in a major way. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's a great artist. And yeah, he just deserves all that. So it's pretty crazy though, because now people are starting to really look at like his older stuff, like a lot of the Spawn stuff. And I'll tell you right now what's going to get really hot. Those first 4 issues that he did for Spawn are going to get really hot. The Scorched, King Spawn, you know, the ones that he did of each of the different Spawns. Those are going to get really hot. The 616 comics are going to get really hot. The Red Sonja and the Vampirella. Because those 6 books are his first comics.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're all about the creator first. So
yeah. So those are his first.
Wasn't there another book he did before that?
Well, I shouldn't say first comics, first covers. His first comic is the Ultiman from 1992. He did the interiors in that, but his first covers are those Spawn variants and the Red Sonja and Vampirella that he did. And you watch, everybody's going to start talking about that Vampirella. I'm telling you guys. That is going to be the one that you're going to start see people searching out. And it's a real bummer, man. It's a real bummer because the whole backstory with that 616 and them deciding to not honor sales from people that bought it before it got hot. So, you know, if we see them sitting on them and dropping those things for like $500 a piece, it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
So... yeah, Igor says, do you know where she lives in the Ukraine? No, bro, I'm not a stalker. Just kidding, brother. Just kidding. No, I don't know where she lives. She is probably in some type of war zone area if she's not getting power, right?
Oh, for sure. You would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Speta, she goes by Speta Haas or Speta Shubina. I think Shubina is her last name. So Igor says, I still have friends and my wife have family and friends that live in Ukraine. I can try and reach out to her. Yeah, that'd be dope, brother. That'd be dope. I would love to get her on, but you know, I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. John from Heroes Reborn Comics says, I bought the printing plate used for the art on that Red Sonja Spears variant. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I find that interesting. It is what it is. But here's the other interesting about that Muse character.
Mm-hmm.
They've got that new female Muse character, right? That's gonna start blowing up. Obviously, she's been out for a while though. So this is dope. Great character design on that. I think these are the rest of the FOC books. Is there anything crazy this week other than that? Let me see here. They're going to be doing 129 a facsimile. Ouch. Another creep show. Are these the right books? I don't even know. Oh, yes, there is. Look at this. Here's another artist. Naomi Griffin and Todd Skull, is it? Naomi Griffin and Todd Skull. The Stitches covers continue. So I reached out to Naomi Griffin. I'm going to try and get her on the show. Nice. Her and this Todd Skull guy are just designing these great covers, and I would love to know what their process is. Because look at these, beautiful. This is, and I don't know what this is going to look like in hand. They're calling it a hologram foil virgin variant. What does that mean?
Okay.
Right? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that it's like old school chromium style hologram?
Could be sick. Yeah.
Holy cow. That one's dope. Look at this one. This is by that Todd Skull guy. Fucking punk rock. Execution Posse Holdings imprint from Keenspot. That's dope. And then there's this one too right here. This is another metal Naomi Griffin variant. Skulls with mohawks, I'm in. Here's the main cover, which is badass. All those are good. Keenspot. Hopefully Keenspot figures things out too with their distribution model, and they don't flood the market with craziness.
Bird City did a Naomi Stitches cover. I think that's the one.
Did they? Which one?
That one you had up.
Really? They did a foil variant for it?
Here, I'll send it to you in private chat.
Here, let me go. I'll go to their site.
This was 9 weeks ago though. It's probably down there. Pretty active. I'll put it in private chat too if you don't see it.
This one right
Yeah,
here?
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next from that I got that
Yeah,
I
it's
missed.
different. Yeah, I remember talking about that one.
Yeah.
This one's dope. This is the that one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that a lot. I like that a lot. The Zombie Tramp one's dope. Okay, this Birds of Prey 19 Frizen is gorgeous. Really gorgeous. She's changing up her style a little bit with a little better color, with a little different color palette.
You know, I didn't know that Naomi, she's apprenticing under Rob Pryor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's writing this? Kelly Thompson. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah. Alex says, I'm sorry, but I'm getting tired of Spears. See, that's the game you play, and he knows that. He knows that. That's the game you play. When you've got a lot of stuff, you get to that you get to that teetering point of there's just too much out there. But don't worry, you guys. Don't worry, you guys. Mark's a smart guy. Mark's a smart guy. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll start to pace himself a little bit more.
Let's see here.
All right, boys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna watch the end of this UFC up in my room. So
sounds good.
I'll
Dino.
talk to you guys
Appreciate
later,
you, brother.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate you, boys.
All right,
later, boys.
Yeah, Mark's gonna figure it out. Mark is gonna figure it out. What else
And
was
I gotta
there?
love you, Dino. I'll reach out to you later for get a couple more tips on building the wall.
Ooh, look at this. 1 in 25 Mobley Fantastic Four variant. That's really dope.
Is that for the facsimile?
Fantastic Four #2. Yep. Facsimile. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. It's a cool cover though.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool cover. I like it. Okay, what else? Nice Lady Death. Pearl Silverhawks. Oh, there's a Dynamite book. There is one Dynamite book. Oh, why is it $100? It's a metal, that's why. So they're not probably getting that distributed. Nope, there's another one right there. There's another one. But it's $50. So these must be coming straight from their website.
I think so. Because it's their metal and they're especially variants for Silverhawks.
Yep, they're metals, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's coming straight from the website, not from
the
other distribution.
Yep. Maybe I could be overthinking it, but I didn't see them.
With the way everything's going with the whole diamond situation, maybe not.
We'll see, man. We'll see. All right. Let me see here. And that is basically FOC for this week.
It's a
And
light week.
yeah, it is a very light week. That was the interesting part, bro. That was the very interesting part. So, but it is what it is. There was also it's a Super Bowl. Everybody's getting ready for Super Bowl. Shout out to our boy Nate, who is going to the Super Bowl this week. I got to jump right back into drama alert though. 1 second.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your comic book drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the into the.
But let's get down to business.
All right, here we go. So I forgot about this. This is very interesting right here. Our boy, one of my favorite people in comics, the GOAT, the OG, Rob Liefeld. Have you guys been following?
I had a feeling this was coming up in drama.
Have you been following what's been going on with Rob?
I've been following this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Rob's Observations.
He is not happy, man. Marvel
He's
did
not a happy camper at all.
They did him dirty. He is he's letting Marvel know he pissed them off, and he's not doing anything with them anytime soon now because of it. He feels that they really did him and his family dirty. They embarrassed him, and he kind of talks about it a little bit here. Let's go into this.
Yeah, here. My last Deadpool work. Deadpool team up number 5 is in hand. It's going to be in your store next week. You're not going to want to miss it. I cannot wait to get this. It's all about the work. The work is what matters. I poured everything I had into this series. I think it is the best, most fun Deadpool anything, anywhere I've ever done. You guys are not going to be disappointed. I get to say goodbye to all my characters. I bid them all a fair... I bid them a fair fond a fond farewell. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't even talk. And in case you didn't know, this is when you read this, I'm in here. I'm saying goodbye to my boy. We have a bit of an exchange that maybe reflects some of the stuff that we're talking about. You're gonna have to get it. It couldn't be more timely. We are going to have these exclusively on my Whatnot stream. I'm going to tell you right now, the only copies of this book, of Deadpool Team Up 5, of my last Deadpool work, my last Cable work, all of it is going to be through me. You're going to have to obtain these through me. We're going to have great signed sets, numbered editions. This is the only place that I will ever be offering signed versions of these books. So catch me on my Whatnot live stream tonight. I look forward to seeing you. I cannot wait to get the work out to you and finally say my goodbyes. This is such a fun comic. I think you're going to dig it. I will put this up against any comic 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks from now, whatever. Super proud of it. Super proud of me and my team. Juan colored the crap out of this. See you tonight.
So that's his final book, and he's not happy. Have you been following this, Yee?
Yeah, I've been listening to his podcast, the Observations and stuff like that. I still need to listen to his latest episode, but yeah, I mean, he's been talking about this for probably since the Deadpool Wolverine premiere.
Yeah,
where he brings it up every so often. I mean, he's going harder into it now since he's he's obviously done with Marvel, right? Like he's been saying the team up issue number 5 is his final issue. So I think he's kind of letting more stuff out of the bag, if you will, right? Or gripes he's had with Marvel over the years. And he's like, he sees the finish line to retirement, right?
Yeah. Let's see if we can listen to a little bit of this, because this is interesting. Here we go. How do I fast forward this? I don't want to get all.
Yeah, I would fast forward into it. But
yeah, here we go.
And so I knew that Deadpool Wolverine was going to be a massive success. It never once occurred to me that it wouldn't be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, live action movie of the year, and it turned out to be just that. For the longest time, I thought Despicable Me was going to be the number one movie. I knew an animated movie would very, very rainy winter night, and I shot out of that theater with both arms in front of me, thinking I was flying. If you want to know, I'm 11 years old when Superman the movie comes out. I've been 11. Flash, guy's been around, very well respected. Never a guy who is wanting for work. He is infinitely hireable. He started a thread, and in his thread, he expressed his displeasure with this, and at one point,
there we go. Hold on.
And we as creators found out the same day, this version of Spider-Man outsells that version of Spider-Man, or why New Mutants went from sliding down the pole headed towards cancellation to the best-selling X-Men book. That's because of talent. That's because of creator contributions. And we are never going to forget it, and I'll never stop talking about it because it deserves to be celebrated, and it's easy to.
And a lot of people give him shit. They think it's like he's trying to like be like, oh, I need the kudos. You need to give me them. But I don't think that's his thing. I think that it's all creators, right? Because
right. I feel like he's fighting the bigger fight, right?
Yeah.
He's not worried about himself. He's worried about the future of comic creators. Of are they getting the spotlight they deserve?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Celebrate when you're not threatened by creators, by the creators that you have empowered. 4-minute, 23-second mark. Their names are glorious. Why wouldn't we all aspire for that? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we speak up? Why wouldn't we demand, request, be bold? And you'll see that I was bold. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I just want to make sure we all knew Superman the movie does it in the most.
He's basically what he's talking about, you guys, is, and what he's mad about is, in the other movies in Superman, you see Siegel and Schuster right away, right at the beginning. You see these are who created this character, and he thinks that Marvel should do the same with all their characters who created those characters. That him and Fabian should be there right at the beginning. Here's who created this character.
I mean, they do it for movies that are based off of books all the time too, right? Based off the novel, blah blah blah, written by blah blah blah. Like, so it's not unheard of.
Yeah. So basically, he let me go back. He's not happy. And go listen to his observation. His observations are some of the best content out there. He's just really good at doing his talking. He's good at it.
Yeah.
Rob's one of those guys I could listen to him read the phone book and I would be entertained.
Well, I mean, but he's also like a little bit more than that, right? Because, it's nice to hear from the side of a creator, but then you also get to hear the side from as a comic collector and fan. And I would go as far as saying like a comic historian.
Yeah.
Because we hear stories all the time from him where I wouldn't have known about that. I mean, he lived it, and so he gets
Look
to
at all
retell
these people. It's funny because a lot of people in the chat are like, "It's all ego. It's all ego," and I get it. He's definitely got ego with him, but I don't think it's all ego. I don't think it's all ego. I think that go away, mad. I don't give a fuck. Just go away, says Justin. I don't think it's that way. I think. I mean, I fucking like Rob Liefeld, man. I'm a fucking fan.
Excuse me, Brian. I know you've had him on the show. I've had interactions with Rob over the years. I would not have a podcast if it wasn't for Rob.
Yeah.
I met him at a con, and he was doing a sketch for me, and he nicely lowered the price for me at that point because it was the end of the day.
People are gonna be like,
and we
dude,
just
why are
started
you
talking. He's like, "You're hysterical. You should do comedy. You should start your own podcast." I started Awesome Sauce Radio like 3 months later.
Nice.
Okay, so it says here he also cites his issues beginning in 2023 when this is what it takes me back, when Marvel chose to give co-creator status of Wolverine to editor Roy Thomas of the comic where Wolverine first appeared, against usual creative protocol where it is the writers and artists who get the credit, causing consternation across the industry, with Liefeld close to Wolverine co-creator Lin Weins' widow. So remember that was crazy. That was nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Says here, then in 2024, Liefeld asked if he could receive a lead credit on Deadpool and Wolverine with Fabian as co-creators of Deadpool, similar to what Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, Siegel, and Schuster have, asking his request be sent to Bob Iger and Kevin Feige, stating Marvel's treatment of creators has never been their strength. Without the worlds, the characters, and the concepts that we create, and in this specific case, the world of Deadpool, there are no films to shoot, no blockbusters to distribute. I'm not the easy button at Staples. I am the human imagination behind it all. His agents told him that this message was not received well inside Marvel, tweeting, quote, my reps were screaming at me today. We are not Fox. Tell me about it. Also hung up on. He states quote, Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well. That is my personal experience, end quote. He posts to Facebook later, quote, this is the last issue of Deadpool Team Up. Is my final work with all the gang and my last work at Marvel. I had a good time. In stores February 12th. And then he kind of went on talking about it. A lot of other creators chimed in. They brought up the story of how Todd McFarlane left Marvel because Marvel wouldn't give him any royalties on a freaking shirt. You know, it's like just stupid things that go on because of money, and people think that they shouldn't pay the people that deserve it. So it's very interesting though to keep your eye on this because you see a lot of the other creators' takes. Now, here's what I want to say. I know Rob's art is bad, and a lot of people think it's bad. This is bad. Him drawing himself here, there's something off about this. What is off about this?
No cheekbones.
It's weird. It's the weird eyes. It doesn't have the Rob Liefeld character eyes. It looks right. The eyes look weird.
His face is too elongated too. It's almost like he doesn't know how to draw a face and is wearing a mask, right?
And he didn't give him the right like fairy haircut, you know, the shaved head with just a little bit of bangs.
Oh yeah.
That Rob has been rocked for 40 years.
Yep.
So, anyways, yeah. So that was very interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll see how that all plays out.
Oh. Do people want some cornbread on where they get a Megacon book?
Yeah.
So that Del Auto Joker book.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Check the private chat. Here you go.
I heard a lot of them were on. Yeah. I heard a lot of them were online. So,
well, you can get it directly from the Fan Expo.
Yeah. Just go to
website.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Guys, I know there's some bundle pack that you can buy, and you'll get a one of those Batman Hush ash cans thrown in with it.
Yeah, here's the Hush ash can that Jesse was talking about. You can get one. Combo, the Joker #1 exclusive 4-book combo, $70. You get the Hush ash can, the 2 Del Auto Jokers, and the original facsimile. Pass.
I bought some of I like the Del Auto Joker book, so I bought a set of the trade and the Virgin. I mean, I don't really care if it jumps up in value or anything like that, but I just like the cover.
They got a ton of them. Look at them. They've got all the variants right here. So here you go. Go get your variants, you guys. It's in the live chat. They're all there.
Actually, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on the Crane Tweety Bird.
They got the Skybound Ratio variants for #1. They got
I saw that too.
The 1 in 500 available. Wow, this is crazy. Look at this. They got the ratio variants for Superman. All the ratio variants. Yeah, they probably got all the ratio. Look at this. They got everything.
Yeah.
Because they put out their own variants, probably, right? That's smart.
Yeah. So if you miss it, you can get it from the.
I think a lot of these are old too. I think some of these are old.
Yeah, so I mean, it goes like deep into the past of like books they've had.
Yeah.
So
again, the variant era is dying, you guys. Let it die. Let it die.
It's overblown. It's like a girl who got titties too big when she got big titties.
Can I?
She all she needed was a D cup, and she decided to go with an F cup.
I do have something I want to play that was fucking epic, absolutely epic this week, and it's perfect to do during Drama Alert. And I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna let it play, and I'm gonna give some respect to just being angry. Shout out to our boy, Circumstance. Go sub up. He was not having it today or this last week.
What's up, guys? Anything you want to promote, my man?
Hold on here. Watch this.
The clip, pretentious time traveler, decided to talk shit about me once again. And I've turned the other cheek every single time he's done it. You know, I'm like, it's Kyle. He's got a lot of problems in his life. We're going to let this one go. But this time I woke up in the morning and I was a little pissed about some personal shit already. And I saw that he went live. I was like, all right, let me check out this stream while I'm working. And I'm sitting there and I listened to the whole thing. I'm just hanging out, listening to it. He's bitching about shitheads in the community. Weird. He's bitching about shitheads in the community who are making it a smaller community. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. He's giving people advice about how they should run their YouTube channels. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. And then we get towards the end of the stream and someone says circumstances and he mentions an author named Marcus. And K-pop was like, oh, you mean circumstances Marcus? Oh, no. Oh, Marcus. And then he goes into his whole spiel. And the main gist of his spiel is that I have garbage taste because I like something is killing the children, which is okay. I got garbage taste. All right, I can, who gives a fuck? But where he pissed me off is when he described that him and I have a relationship. We don't have a fucking relationship. I hardly ever talk to the dude. I'm not, we don't have a relationship. I don't know what he's talking about. But that didn't trigger me either. What triggered me is when this motherfucker he decided that he has to mansplain shit to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is where I'm going to give respect. And I always say it. You can say whatever you want about drama. You can say whatever you want about community, behind the scenes stuff, and how it shouldn't be talked about or it's getting tiring or this and that. But when it happens to you and how you respond says a lot. And fucking Marcus just fucking dropped the hammer on this dude. Here we go.
This little pipsqueak motherfucker who steals from his friends has to mansplain shit to me. We are both the same person. We're not the same fucking person. What the fuck we both like comic books. That's about the extent of what makes us the same person. There's nothing else that makes us the same person. I fucking pay my bills. If I borrow money from somebody, I fucking pay them back. If I sell somebody some books, I fucking send the books. There's nothing that we're the same. Like, what do you mean we're the same? We're not the same. All right.
By the way, I have no idea who he's talking about. It doesn't matter. It just matters that the dude took a shot at him. And Marcus is mad.
You motherfucker. I don't know why you think we're the same. That makes no fucking sense to me. And it makes no sense to me. While there are people in this fucking community that keep my name in their fucking mouth when I never say shit about them. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Why would you go off on me about the books that I like, right? I would never, I could not like a book and you like it. I don't feel like I need to tell you you have garbage taste. That seems like a shithead thing to do, guys. Seems like a shithead thing to do. So it's funny to me that he's talking about shitheads making the community smaller while being a fucking shithead who sells books and doesn't send them, who borrows money from his friends and doesn't fucking pay him back, and who talk shit about people for the comic books that they like. That seems like shithead activity. So were you talking about yourself, pretentious time traveler? You must have been. Or is it a problem of you have no self-awareness whatsoever? Maybe it's a problem where you have this strong need to feel like you're smarter than everybody. Seems like that's the case to me. It's the case like you're a fucking hipster. And I think, honestly, this is why he doesn't like me, because he once said a long time ago that he loved Something is Killing the Children until everybody else started liking it, and then he didn't like it anymore. And I said to him, I said, you are exactly what I thought you were. And all I meant was he's a fucking hipster. He is what I thought he was. And so I'm pissed. And I'm like, all right, man, I can't let this shit go. And so I fucking share it on Instagram, and I go in on him, and I tag him in it to make sure that he sees it. So I didn't delete it trying to hide what I said from anybody. I wanted him to see it. I wanted him to know that I thought he was a bitch, and that was important to me. But I ended up taking it down. And the reason why I ended up taking it down is because I do some
I wanted to let him know that I thought he is a bitch, and that's important to me.
promoting indie creators, and I try and promote comic books, and I try and do things like that. And I was like, I don't want them to be like, I don't want to mix this dumb shit in with all that other shit. So I ended up deleting it, but I didn't delete it because I didn't want him to see it. In fact, I know he saw it. He was in my comments commenting on it. I deleted it because I just didn't want that bullshit mixed in with some of the other stuff that I'm doing on Instagram. I have a lot of followers on Instagram, way more than I have on YouTube. And a lot of the followers, in fact, most of the followers I have are not really into this small comic book community. So I made a decision to delete that shit. But we're going to talk about it tonight because I got some fucking problems.
Here we
and
go.
One of the main fucking problems I have in this community is that when you have a shithead who comes on and acts like a shithead, so many of you, instead of being like, hey, dude, maybe you shouldn't have been a shithead, people say, oh, why are you responding to the shithead? You should not give that any energy. You should let him be a shithead without him saying anything back.
There we go.
Same thing with fucking Sticky Goose. When he fucking goes on and he bullies 40 plus people on YouTube, talks about their appearance, talks about their divorces, and I say, fuck that. I want to bring some energy back to that motherfucker. I want to talk some shit about him and push back because I like to bully the fucking bullies. That's who the fuck I am. That's who I've always been. That's who I'll always fucking be. And the people who say, oh, you should get out of your feelings. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. If somebody gets a lick on me, sometimes I want to get a lick back. And if you don't like it, click on another fucking video. Click on another fucking Instagram page and watch me not give a fuck. I'm tired of people commenting on drama videos, commenting on my video saying, oh, I wish that this was about comic. I miss when this was. Go comment on those videos because they're not getting any fucking views. So instead of wasting your time bitching at me about how I run my shit, go run your own shit the way that you want to run it. Go and support the channels that are talking about the things that you want to see and go click on their fucking links and clap for them and praise them for what they're doing. All right? I'm sick of it. This show is going to be whatever the fuck I want it to be every single fucking week. If there's some drama in this fucking community and I want to talk about it, guess what? I'm going to talk about it.
Fucking
and I do not give a single fuck if you don't fucking like it. I don't give a shit. So fuck off. There's a lot of people in this fucking community that think they need to tell me how I need to do this and how I need to do that. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
We got people. I posted a video, and I'm not going to say names, but he knows who the fuck he is.
I love it, dude. He said, I don't give a fuck. If you don't like this, fuck off. It was in his feelings, and I get it, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself, brother. I don't even know the other guy. I'm just glad that circumstances said, I ain't fucking having it.
Yeah.
And
it's true. It's his channel. And he's telling people, like, if you want to see that type of content, go make that content. I mean, I don't disagree with that statement at all.
So that happened last week, and I'm sure that's going to blow up in the multiverses. So go show some love to our boy. Oh, he even gets into it with Razor in this. He talks about Razor. And then our boy Razor did a response video. And now Darth Lopez is pulling out the fucking the battle fucking mask again. It's getting crazy out there in the YouTube streets, man.
Well, shout out to all those sticker people. Let's go.
Wait, how do I become a sticker person?
Do you have a sticker?
Actually, I will be having a sticker. When I debut at the next Exotica, ironically enough.
I do have some card drama that I don't know if you saw. Did you see this bullshit? The new kabooms.
Oh, with the art being like super weird or whatever.
Look at the hands.
Oh shit, it's AI.
Hold on. See how bad that is?
Yeah. Oh damn. That's like 4 hands. Dude, the backgrounds look shitty too. Have you seen that?
Look at that. It's backwards. Look at that one. That one's all fucked up. The fuck? So
that's funny.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for those kabooms. Those AI kabooms. Are you buying any tops? I'm not buying any tops, man.
Well, kabooms are Donruss, right?
I'm not. No, I mean the new. I'm talking about the new tops. Fanatics.
Oh, you're talking about Series 1?
How do you spell Fanatics?
Well,
what are they called?
So it's time to sign up for Montgomery Club again, and I honestly only got into like 2 Sapphire buy-ins, like pre-orders or whatever. Like I missed all the other ones, so I'm just like kind of like I'm not signing up for Montgomery Club again just for a box set. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Dude, the top Series 1 looks terrible, bro.
Yeah, I like some of the inserts.
It looks so bad, and they do like these. There's Fanatics is starting to get into it where they're putting in redemptions for like jerseys and hats and.
Oh yeah, they did that for their what is
Those
it? Their fucking blaster boxes and stuff like that. Their exclusive blaster boxes.
Oh man, those look really bad. Those look really bad. Look at that. Yuck.
Yeah, it looks weird without the without you seeing the border. Because like it does have a border.
Here we go. Let's go here maybe.
Oh yeah,
those are cool.
throwback.
The 90s style. I like the 90s redesign. That's cool.
That's
Wow,
what I'm
those
saying.
look
Like
really
they have
good.
really cool inserts and stuff like that. Their base cards look like shit. But yeah, I like the inserts they're doing. They're doing the no name errors too.
Wow.
Error. Yeah, it's like because I think like Frank Thomas has one.
There's gotta be more, right?
There's like the all aces insert. I like that one.
There you go. Let's go here. Does it show it? Where do they show it? It's kind of dumb.
No, it's just gonna show you the odds. What about? So you had it open on the Beckett website, is that right?
That sucks.
Let me see if I can find more pictures. 2025 Tops Series 1.
There's the Ellie. Yeah, that looks terrible. The Bonds is cool. That's cool. That looks garbage. Here's the home field advantage. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's improving a lot. Like they were trying to copy the downtown too much, I think, when they first came out with the home field advantage.
Here's a super box from Fanatics, $40, out of stock, already gone. And
I've never
terrible.
I've never opened those, and I don't like the jumbo card and stuff like that comes in that.
So here's like you can get these. Let's see here. Series 1 Fanatics value box memorabilia redemption. So if you buy the Fanatics box for $30, you get chances to get redemptions for memorabilia from these players.
They did that last year.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's cheesy.
Yeah, it's the Fanatics only. It's their Fanatics blaster boxes. So it's not all blaster boxes. It's just
And that's the only
Fanatic
place you can get these tops, special tops design guys.
Yeah, that's probably right. Because I know that last year they had the Aqua inserts, kind of like the like the royal blue
pretty.
or the Mother's Day pink or whatever.
Call to the Hall. Oh wow, there you go. There's the Easter egg. Those are just ugly, man. Oh, that's cool. The heavy lumber. They're bringing that back. That's cool.
Yeah. The throwbacks are cool.
Staying away. What's the checklist like? Is there anybody in there that's
crazy for rookies and stuff like that? I have no idea who's supposed to be a
Where's the checklist? Here we go, checklist. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, it's what? There's 2 rookies from the Nationals, right? Isn't
Castillo's gonna be in there for the Diamondbacks? And Martinez.
Dylan Cruz is in there. And there's someone else in the Nationals that's supposed to be really good.
Cade Povich, Carlos Rodriguez, Charlie Blackman, Kobe Mayo, Connor Norby, Dylan Dingler, Drew Romo. What's his Romo's son? Tony. Romo's son, catcher for Colorado. Drew Thorpe, Dylan Cruz,
Pedro
Grant
Leon,
McCray. Change that with an L with an R. He could be my cousin. Give me some money. Jace Young, Josh Young's brother. That's good. He's a stud. Who else? James Wood. He's probably the best so far. Johnsky Knoll.
Oh yeah, James Wood. That's who I was thinking of.
James Wood is the best I've seen so far. Justin Henry Malloy is a good player.
Oh, I need to look up what James Wood Sapphires are going for because I have a couple of those. I think for his Bowman first.
Yeah. Relvis Martinez is a stud for Toronto. Who else?
Oh shit! His Sapphires are $80.
It's pretty weak.
And TSA 10.
Trey Sweeney. Well, yeah, it's a weak set, man. Very weak set. Pass.
I always like to buy a hobby box and just hold it anyways.
Yeah.
Like I have one for each year. Oh shit, I didn't get a 2024.
I'm definitely out on that one. No, thank you. I'll stay away.
I don't do sports cards, so.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Even I'm tempted to do these. Topps is doing a X-Men '97 set that I'm thinking of buying into.
I did see that.
Oh, yeah, where they're doing the finest.
Yep.
Yeah.
The top.
I did.
Well, that's pretty exciting too. It's pretty exciting too that Topps is getting the Marvel stuff instead of Upper Deck. Just reprinting all that shit.
Yeah. Yes.
I needed a trace of some voiceover autographs in there, and I think a few other specialty cards that interested me.
There was also I don't know if you guys saw this. There is some new stuff that happened in the world of our friends at Backyard Breaks. It escalated a little bit farther than I'd even thought
was this the guy from last week that was talking about his daughter and shit?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go listen. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up food. but
all right, brother.
I'll be listening.
Sounds
yeah.
good,
If
bro.
you're still on, I'll jump back on.
Yeah. He was on the story got so big it got to Newsmax, which was very interesting. So hopefully he stays quiet and he just kind of takes a back seat, because that's not a good thing that it got as big as major news stories talking about it. And not only are they talking about it, they're talking about the whatnot problem, they're calling it, which is that's not good at all.
That's not good.
No. So, yeah, very, very crazy. Okay, let's see here. And then, is that it? I think that is. Oh, hold on. That is it. So, back to our boy Diamond Dave.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, we're going to end the show with something very funny that I saw, you guys. This goes out to all the old school gamers.
Ball player. Ball player. This is your ass player. This is your ass player. You don't know nothing about this player.
It's his dad playing his son GoldenEye, and his dad hears the GoldenEye intro for the first time in years.
Oh, what? Here you go, what? Come on, watch you, hey! Woo! GoldenEye. Woo! Yeah. No, what you doing, playing? Oh, play, what's up, player? Bust that ass, boy! I'm gonna bust that ass, player! You're gonna be wet, player! Pick up the remote control!
That's good shit. So, all right, you guys, easy show tonight. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. I will be doing a post Super Bowl live sale on eBay. I have it all set up, I believe, and I think we'll be ready to go. So you can find that. Give me a follow on my IG. Keep an eye on the community posts on the YouTube page. I'll post it there too. And then we'll do a post Super Bowl hangout live sale multi-stream extravaganza on eBay Live, Instagram Live, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the places. So we'll see you there. eBay Live, bunch of dollar starts on some fun books, just to blow out some.
Sniffing, shoveling snow.
Yep, blow out some dollar books. Post Super Bowl sale tomorrow night, eBay Live. We'll see you there. Adam, thanks for hanging out, my brother.
Love you, Brian. Thank you for always letting me come and play in your soundbox. And, thank everyone. Thank you for all the love and support, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Let's get out of here. Peace.